You guys, welcome back. Happy Friday. We're approaching the weekend. Though Bitcoin never sleeps, traditional markets will be trading their last day today, so we're going to see potentially some spice. Remember, I think it's only been 2 weeks. It might have only been last week. I don't know. Since banks started collapsing, and it was on Friday that we saw this began. So buckle up. Markets are open. We're going to take a look at all the charts you're looking at, all the economic stuff you're looking at. We will be giving away $500 on Fairdesk in trading funds. All you had to do, and you still have time, we'll do it in about 10 minutes. All you have to do, pull up the FOMC, the Chirpow stream from Wednesday, comment your user ID, maybe put a nice message as well. All you have to do is be signed up under my link. We're going to use a random comment picker today while we're live, and we're going to be giving that away. If we can get up to, let's call it 500 likes in the first hour, we'll give away another 100. Same way, just comment at the end of the stream on this one. And, well, best of luck, everybody. I hope you win. So let's jump into everything. Boom. Don't forget to check out crownanalysis.com, our newest blog project. Nothing for sale there, just writing articles, cool stuff. If you'd like to write, if you are an author or a fledgling author and you want to be published, join the Discord. Links in the chat in the video description below. Send me a message. We got a lot to talk about. Today. So let's start going through it. We have, without a doubt, but you know what? Actually, I want to pull up this first. I wanted to congratulate you guys on how awesome you did with this giveaway. Look at all these comments. This is more comments than we've ever gotten on a stream. I love it. Let's keep doing that. If we can keep doing that, we'll keep giving away funds. It's worth it. Oop. I was listening to Rez earlier. Okay. Going through, where was I in the brain portion of my thinking this morning? It's still a little early for me. I'm not a morning person, guys. So we just had our Chirpow FOMC meeting, which was insanity, absolutely insanity. I definitely want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the chat below. They went for 25 BPS. This is what we did expect. This is what the market expected. But I think this really causes a bunch of problems. Doing so is knowingly collapsing more banks in the future. And that's why I brought up it's Friday. This happened on Friday before. No guarantee it will happen, obviously, again today. But if interest rates continue to climb, more banks are going to have issues. There is no way around it. The Fed can continue to inject funds, quantitative ease, etc., but that's just kicking the can down the road again, not fixing the problem. It's an interesting scenario. So our next Chirpow meeting will be May 3rd. LFG, that's going to be spicy. And at the moment, and remember last time this was really volatile. We saw the market go back and forth, 25.50, 25.50, 0.25, 0.25, back and forth. So I expect this to change. However, at the moment, 91% probability of zero. What does that mean? Well, this isn't the pivot, which would be when we start reducing interest rates. This is the first sign. Obviously, while you're going up, the first thing you do before you go back down is you flatline. Zero. You stop increasing. So this is at this second, and very likely to change, though, a 91% probability that the Fed is pivoting. Pretty wild stuff, if I say so myself. Markets just opened. We see the VIX up 5%. Not usually a great sign for traditional markets when the VIX is up in the morning. We see indices, stocks down roughly 0.5%. The dollar index looks like it's soaking up those gains with about a 0.5% gain. Not a ton of action yet, but I have a feeling by the end of the day, we're going to get the spice. Almost certainly. Let's take a look at our week ahead here, as we always do. Today, the only economic number already came out, and that's core durable good orders, down from 0.2. It's actually a negative reading. That's that does suggest that the economy or manufacturing not doing as hot as forecasted. Maybe that's what the Fed wants. I don't know. What the Fed wants now to me is gibberish. I don't understand. Either way, let's go into next week. What are our big ones? Existing home sales, okay. Crude oil inventories, that was this week. Next week, not a huge week. We do have initial jobless claims and GDP, along with core PCE. These are all very important measures to the Fed of inflation or economic health. Pending home sales, crude oil inventories. It looks like we're going to be back loaded towards the end of March here. My volume looks a little loud. I think I'm peeking out. Towards the end of March, looks like Friday, Thursday, likely to be the big days with the GDP, initial jobless claims, and core PCE. Spicy stuff. Wonder if there's any news popping. We do have some news, actually. And you'll see on the thumbnail today, Binance suspended Bitcoin spot trading. Now, this isn't something that you should freak out about or panic. It was due to, at least as far as I'm aware, the story, all the details aren't really out. But according to Binance, was related to essentially the way their trailing stop orders function. They were having issues, so they shut it down. We'll take a look at Bitcoin here in just a second and see what kind of impacts that's had today. But I think that they should be back up. We'll check that in just a second. Looks like Coinbase FUD in the news. China FUD. U.S. business activity. I'm looking, okay, banking stock slide. That's basically what I'm looking for. Anything bank related. If you guys find some goodies, put them in the chat. Put the titles in the chat. We'll take a peek at them. Welcome back, everybody. We're warming up. I think at about the 10 minute mark, we'll do the giveaway. So keep hyping. By the way, there is still time to enter. You got to do it just before I announce it. So there's still time if you haven't yet. Remember, you have to be signed up with the Fair Desk link, mine. You have to comment your user ID on the last stream. It was 70-something degrees yesterday. I hope you guys got a little relaxation, a little fun. A little trip away from the markets. Let's take a peek at Coingecko. While I do this, guys, we have 420 viewers right on. Not bad for just the first few minutes of being live. Let's continue smashing the likes, subscribing, engaging, voting in the poll, chatting during the live. Keep engaging with the stream. The more we engage, the more YouTube shows this to more people. For instance, Chirpal stream, hype as hell. We broke almost every record the stream's ever had. They had 36,000 views. At one point, we had 6.2 thousand live viewers. We gained about 600, 700 subs in one stream. Wow, that was a good time. I was burnt out. Next one's May 3rd. We'll schedule that out. But wow, that was a great time. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining, everybody. That was just wild. That makes my day. Take a peek really quick here at the top gain or the top market cap in crypto. Let's do it by market cap first. Bitcoin looks like a small gain, 24 hours. Same with Ethereum, about 1-2%. Tether, flat as anything, flat as your ex. BNB is flat as Tether. XRP down 3.6%. We're going to take a look at XRP today because we were watching it during the rally the other day. I might have called for a certain resistance and then potentially even a certain support that I said, hey, if you're feeling FOMO, I have a good feeling you're going to be able to get back in at a lower number, and we'll take a peek at that. It's turned out pretty smoothly. Cardano up or down 2.5%, followed by Doge, roughly the same. Matic, Solana, all sideways. Litecoin, my baby Litecoin, has been taking that number one gainer spot a few days in a row. It looks like not today, but over the week it is still what? About 6th for the week. Not bad. Over the week, we've seen Mask Network up 56%, so that's roughly from, I'd say, like $4 to $6. Stacks holding that dollar mark. Stacks has caught my eye, guys. I didn't expect it to be able to hold on to that dollar mark, and it did. And so I may look to pick some up. I don't know when, don't know where, don't know why. But time will tell. XDC Network up 18%. Neo holding on to those gains at 17%. We looked at that a while ago, and I said, hey, man, I'm kind of weirdly bullish on it. Conflux and Litecoin at 16-ish%. XRP at 16, Dash at 16. What does this tell you? The fact that Neo, Litecoin, XRP, and Dash are all in the top weekly gainers, to me suggests that we're seeing some kind of, whether it be a dead cat bounce or a real rally, from many of the coins, I'll say forgotten. They're not really forgotten, but the older gen, the older cycle, 2017 coins, that's some pretty spicy stuff. I, for one, hope it continues. I hope it continues, because I got my bags loaded on those boys. I got them loaded. All right. I do have a trade open. I did open and close some trades. I did not really trade yesterday until after the FOMC. As I'll share this with you guys, it's not a huge one. It's about $14,000 position short from 28.5. I really wish I would have gotten a little bit higher there. My stop is sitting above our highs at 28.8. Currently 17% profit. Not really a huge deal. I did close a long there. I think that was on a different account. You know, I realized I haven't shared with you guys. This is like my bigger account on Fairdesk, our sponsor. By the way, shout out to our sponsors, Fairdesk, Bybit, Marketcipher. Check out their links. Sign up using my link to help support the channel in the video description below. I didn't share you guys. I think I've shared all this PNL, or at least all the trades I made on this account yet. And I don't want you guys to think I'm like, I don't know, hiding it or something. I don't know how I'm gonna. There we go. So here's all the trades I've made on Fairdesk since I started using them this month and since they started being our sponsor. I want to show you the reality of trading here. If you look at this, if you didn't really, I don't know if you can even see it with the resolution, but if you took just a brief glance, you'd say, man, there's a lot of red there. That's not good, Tom. Uh-oh. Your win rate sucks. Well, yeah, maybe. You can see I've had some really big losers. The first trade that we did live, it's all the way down here, lost almost $1,000 on that one. You remember I had the $223,000 position open, lost almost $1,000. This account started with 10,000. We were down to 9,000 right off the bat. You can see it was a pretty rough start here. I think this account got as low as maybe 7 or 8, maybe 7K. But we've had winners in between, some pretty juicy ones, and not even including the one that's open right now. And if you look over here, 12,000 USD. So this account is up 20% since March. Not bad. Not bad at all. Certainly not going to say I win every trade, guys. Look, -5, -5, -8, -3, -6, -6, -1,000. But in between, you can see I'm catching some of these bigger, stronger orders. Almost a $3,000 take there. 500, 1,400, 1,400. And now we've got one cooking with about 270 in a short position. So there you go. There's your transparency. I don't want anyone to ever say I just pretend I win all the time. I do not. Please do not just blindly copy my trades. It won't work out well. So let's finally get to the charts. Who wants to see some charts? Charts and charts and charts. Raise your hand if you want to see charts. I don't see any hands raised. Unforgivable. I'm going to pop out the chat here as we get into the charts. I'm looking at the poll. 43% lean in bullish. Bearish and crabbish roughly tied. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about it yet. Let me get my compass oriented. See what the charts are saying to me. But as we jump into this, guys, I want to know who is here. Mike Vollmer raised his hand. That's right, my friend. I see Clever Custom Performance. Jonah Plainclothes. You're here every day. I appreciate that, my friend. That's what it takes. No one ever wins 100%. Absolutely. It sucks that people don't know this when they first start trading, and they'll run into, or the algo will show them these traders that say, 100% win rate. It's all lies. It's just all just bullshit. And maybe if it isn't bullshit, maybe they've just only been trading, I don't know, like 5 trades, and somehow they've won them all, which does happen, absolutely. But that's not accurate. It's not anything anyone can ever expect. Trading, who said this yesterday? PNL. You can't have PNL without the L, right? Love it. So let me see. If you're in the chat today, put something in the chat. God, I hate what they just did with the live chat for these. If you click a message, it gives you a pop-up now. It's annoying as hell. But if you're here, let me know. Put some noise. Just say I'm here. Whatever you'd like to do. We're going to... I don't want to forget about the giveaway. I want there to be as many people here as possible, though, for the giveaway. So we'll do Let me go through the chat, see who's here. We'll do a little bit of Bitcoin TA, and then we'll do the giveaway. $500 on Fair Desk. All you had to do was comment your user ID on the previous Chirp House stream from Wednesday. So let me see who's here. Lawrence, my man. Crypto Vulture, Benjamin Smith. Snap T. Well, John. Dr. John Barron. Skyforge. Huffy. Oh my God, it's driving me nuts. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Look at this. Whenever you click something, it pops up this stupid thing now. I hate it. It's super annoying. And then it doesn't let you scroll. I'm triggered. I'm triggered. What's up, Michuana? I love you too. Huffy. Kevin VG, loading name. Crypto Sharknado, my man. How you doing? Good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. Chef Rojo, Tonzi, Stefran, Clicker, Pickle, 420 Bud Monster, Reese Kincaid. Your music's making me kick out the N64. Hey, good vibes, man. Good vibes. I love it. N64 was the first console. Nah, Nintendo was. It was the first real console. What's up, Sergi, Josh, Tomas Vane, Sivada, Thomas Lucius, Tala Javed, Bitnot Crypto, Dale Russell, Dr. Crypto, Adam Buzzard, my dude, Nate, my man, NFB, NBF, I'm always getting dyslexic with that one, Coden, Dilawar, Donato Cabrera, loading name, everyone loses, AB Lopez, let me do it the participants way, Andrew C, Bloop Scoop, Bluff Ironside Boss, Buy High Sell Low, Cesaris, Chef Rojo, Chris S, Clever Custom Performance, Code 203 Console, Greg Bowen, Crypto Vulture, David D, Gregory, David B, my man, good to see you, David B, Crypto Trend, D, Grote, Gregory, Dilwa, Sai, Dr. Crypto, already got that one, Envy, Gale, Kindstorm, Globe and Fax, Gravy Train, Hex Flex, J Cola, Jack Hinnerak, I got it right the first time. Jason's Snow and Plumbing. I'm actually gonna go reverse alphabetical. I always skip you guys at the end of the alphabet. Gab 007, William Stone, Venom Hex, Tonzi Norman, Thomas Lucius, Diego Cardoso, Talha Javed, Steph Franz, Snapped Well, Skyforge, got that one. Ski Sheriff, Savada, Sergi, Scott O'Brien, Ron Johns Jr., Reese, got you, my friend. Psychedelic Astronaut, Positive Flow, Peter Provost, Pete, Patrick Simpson. Keep them coming, guys. Who's here? If you're here, put something in the chat. Engage. Patrick Leishman. What's up, man? One with Nature, Oh No Y2K, Not So Pro Marco, Nick Young. Techno Goody, Mr. Techno Goody. What's up, brah? Mr. Toe, Max Power, Magnus Larson, Madcat Pat, Lucky Thoughts, LT, Low Mips, Logan Sparks. Like that name. Lawrence Believer, Kill Me Slowly, Kevin VG, Kenny Wilson, Karen Palmer, Josh Bryan, got that one. Jimmy Dice, what's up, man? Jan Waraz. I almost got everybody. J Cola, Infris, Globe and Fax. Did I miss you? If I missed you, let me know. I didn't mean to miss you. What's up, fam? What's up? Shite Trader. Hello, my lord. Hello, me. Peasant. Nah. What's up, lord? What's up, Kang? King Bahamut. Captain Kirk. What's up, dude? Henrique, Michael, Alex S. How you doing, dude? The NL Koala Gamer Ninja. Art Ninjoke. My wife is off her meds. It will be a crabbish weekend. I'm bullish on that weekend for me, man. Kind of bearish for you, but kind of bearish for you, bullish for me. Hell yeah. All right, so we got some people here. The viewers are up to almost 1,000. See what happens when we engage. We engage, and all of a sudden, all the boys come to the yard for the milkshakes, or I don't know. That's terrible. I'll come up with something better. What's up, Chris Bug? John Doe. Nestor 27. You know what? Let's do this. So, who wants to win? Who wants to win? Who's ready to win? Hype up the chat if you're ready to win. Smash the likes and subscribes. I don't think we've had a single new subscriber today. Oh, wait. Maybe we have, and I had the alert box muted. Not a single new subscriber. We need at least one subscriber to give away 500, right? Maybe. Anyone out there not subscribed? Subscribe and we'll just do it. Go. One person. Anybody. Bueller. Hit the like button. We can always do more likes. By the way, guys, if we get to 500 likes in the first hour, we're going to do another giveaway, and you'll be basically just commenting on this stream when it's over with your user ID. Same thing. We'll do it again live. Same thing. No subscribers. Maybe it's just not working. This thing doesn't always work. I'll just hope. I'll just hope. I'll hope someone did. Like and subscribbles. All right. This is your last chance. If you haven't commented your user ID, and mind you, you will have to have used my link to sign up. If you didn't, it's not even up to me. I can't change it. I do have my Fair Desk representative ready, standing by to send it out. I should have said this, and I do want to say this, guys. Also, we're definitely not going to tolerate like abuse of this. Please don't sign up 50 times, comment 50 times. You can't fool the site. The site knows that you've signed up 50 times. So best of luck to everybody. Get hype, smash the likes. There's a subscriber. Yes, Khalid. What's up, Yes, Khalid? You missed Nick. Kill me slowly. I'm not. Nick H. Sorry, I missed you, Nick H. And Zach Leroy subscribed. There we go. Thanks for the 5, brother. We are about to randomly select. Anything goes, not including replies, not allowing duplicates. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Simano. Oh, that didn't do it. Pick a winner. Simano subscribed. I hope you guys win. Let's go. Who wins? Loading name. Loading name. You won, my friend. My friend Loading Name. Congrats. Everybody give him a round of applause. If you didn't win, don't feel bad, guys. I do kind of plan on giving away about maybe 100 every stream, depending on, kind of engagement. So let's get the likes up. Like I said, 500 in the first hour. We can get them up there. We'll give away another 100. All right, let me send this away to the person. So Loading Name, congrats, my friend. That's awesome. I'm glad it's a name I recognize. I send it away. She'll do the double checking. Make sure you haven't made 100 accounts, Mr. Loading Name. If you made like 2 or something, it doesn't really matter. But just as long as you're not trying to game the system, we're good. So I sent it away. It usually does hit quick. She hasn't read the message yet. But when you get it, I would love Loading Name if you just tell everybody in chat it arrived, etc. Help build the hype. Congrats, my friend. Let's see how far we are from the next one. We've got 300 likes. We've been live 30 minutes. All we need is 200 more in the next 30 minutes. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. What do you guys think? I think we can do it. I believe in you. Get the likes up. We'll give away another 100 after this live stream. The number will vary depending on how hype it is. 500 I thought was good for the FOMC, but congrats, Loading Name. You win, my friend. Rigged. You literally saw me do it live. You literally saw me do it live. Use this site, pickawinner.co. That's what I used. I have no way of manipulating. It's just a website, man. Didn't follow the rules. Why not? Who didn't? Everybody did. All you had to do is sign up using my name or using my link and comment your user ID. It's okay, guys. If you didn't win, don't be salty. We'll give away another 100. We just need like a few more likes here. We'll get it up by the end of the stream. Absolutely stoked, my friend. Congrats. Let me just put this in the chat again. I'll put it in the chat again. Giveaway at 500. Comment UID on this stream post live. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Muted. Who's muted? I'm not muted. You got no milkshake in the yard, my friend. I'm sorry to hear that. We will get you more milkshakes. Gloomist Doom. I heard Tom owns that website. You got me, guys. You got me. I hacked the site. You guys are too smart. Can't sneak anything past you. Oh, well. All right, let's pop into the TA mode. Keep hyping. Keep smashing likes and subscribes. We'll give away more. So monthly is looking pretty great, isn't it? We hit a new high, I believe, yesterday. Yesterday, just slightly, or day before. Either way, this monthly candle looks amazing. 23.3 does seem to be holding as support as we progress into the end of March here. 7 days left in March, 10 hours. 7 days and 10 hours. And closing up here would be pretty freaking sweet. It would be pretty freaking sweet. There's lots of time. Anything can happen. But the monthly is looking pretty darn amazing on a close up here. 7 days is plenty of time. plenty of time for things to change. However, 28.8 has been tapped. That was the wick low of 2021. That was support. Now being tested as resistance. Probably, hopefully, we don't see an intense rejection here and sell-off. But so far, so good. Honestly, the thing that makes me pretty confident is this bottom wick on the monthly. When you see, I call these a kicker candle, but when you get these kicker candles, especially on high time frames, they lead to some very juicy moves and some very strong trends. Hey, loading name, you won, brother. You won. I've never won anything from any giveaway, so congrats, man. I hope it feels good. All right, she said it's sent. Loading name, check your account. Check your account, brother. She said it's sent. Can you confirm? Can you confirm, loading name? Go ahead and confirm it while we're doing the TA. How'd you get so lucky? I don't know. Pickawinner.co decided you're lucky, man. New certificate for this giveaway available. I don't know what that means. We won't get into it. Monthly looking strong here. However, we have a week left, so let's zoom it on down to the weekly. LuxAlgo providing our price action concepts here, identifying 25.2. I don't think anyone really needed help with that, as our change of character on the week that we have moved above, closed above, and now with 2 days left, we're looking to open and close the first weekly candle above 25.2 since, I don't even know, man, like May of 2022. Almost a year. Almost a year. This is looking pretty juicy if I say so myself. Money flow on the week. We've been looking at this all week and actually for months now. I believe next week will open on the weekly with green money flow. Right here. I think that rolls over into next week. Counterintuitively, I'm going to say that would likely, to me in my observation, this isn't really analysis, this is just watching charts forever. I'm a little, no. As the week rolls over, so next week on Monday, I would not be surprised at all. In fact, I almost anticipate Monday being red. Nothing to do with macro, nothing to do with anything other than typically these big time frames, if they open up and they've rolled over, at least in the beginning or intra candle, we see price move the other way. So don't be surprised. That doesn't mean it's going down to 16K, but likely Monday we'll see a little bit of red. Hopefully that gets bought up into the end of the week. We are now in the Ichimoku cloud for the week, and that is giving us some magnets, not just in price, but also in time. Right above us, 43K. You guys may have seen me say I think we're going to hit 48 before May 1st. That's coming from the weekly Ichimoku cloud. Our fat, flat top cloud sitting up here at about 43 is magnetic to price. For the observant of us out there, we do have another fat, flat cloud. That starts the 26th of June, and that's at 32K. So we've speculated here on this channel that we may see, and we have reason to at least hypothesize, a move to 43-ish K before May. However, if we are above the cloud by that time, we do have that magnetic cloud, or that other fat, flat cloud down here at 31. So we may see price trade like this. This would be a pretty significant pullback. 27% pullback? That's actually really juicy. This is, at the moment, how I see price action moving into May, June, the May or June time frame. Obviously, it's not going to move just like this, as it hasn't already moved just like that. But until proven otherwise, I might say if we see a weekly candle close below the cloud, that might be a sign that maybe this isn't playing out. But probability, I've seen this work many times, so for now, that's what I'm going to stick with. On the weekly, the 200 daily moving average tested as support. We've closed the candle above the 200 weekly. So if we do see selling even into the end of this week, potentially next week, look for support not only at that change of character at 25.2, but also roughly at the 200 weekly. That's like 25.4. So that's a good $200 range. I will likely take a long position if we see price trade down there. However, please don't take this as financial advice. Nothing I say is financial advice. I'm simply sharing my TA, my knowledge, my experience with you guys, and I hope that you can take away some kind of value from that. Not copying my trades. You will lose money. It is a bad idea. I want you guys to do better than me. Don't just copy me. I want you to do better. Let's take a look at the day. Boo. Zoomed in to the day here, we have a bunch of like pretty important stuff. So our weekly open, and you can see prices now just trading below it, 28,050. Our daily open from yesterday, 28.3. We have that 28.8 coming all the way in from last year, and our 2023 high, I was incorrect, on the 22nd at 28.9. Man, we almost hit 29. I didn't realize how close we got to 29. I thought it hit like 28 and fell. One thing I want to do, no, let's do the day and then I'll check it out. Daily is still bleeding money flow and VWAP, which is very odd to me. I don't like that. We have a lower low here. This greenness really didn't stick around. I don't love it. That's definitely suggesting some kind of divergence between money flow and price on the day, almost undeniably. Undeniably. I'm going to add RSI back on here. Side just hanging out there. Don't love this either. Absolutely bearish divergence on your highs for the day on RSI. I'm sure that's there on the week as well. We have a higher high in price. As we said, the 24th was the highest of 2023, yet RSI has struggled to make higher highs, and that is going to paint out bearish divergence. Bearish divergence doesn't guarantee price reverses or goes down, but it does put the probability a little bit more in favor of the bears, at least in, we'll say, the short term for the day. For the day. What a day. Where is my... Here we are. Moving averages on the day are not so spectacular. Not a lot going on there. Not a volatile day so far. Surprisingly unvolatile. 12 hours finally shaping up. This was my big kind of rock in my plan, wrench in my gears here. 12 hour was really weird over the last 2 days. It's been very consistent as an indicator since the start of this year. But about, let's see, on the 13th, 14th, this money flow got very strange. We typically would have looked for it to roll over. It began this, I don't even know how to describe this, kind of just strange money flow, I'll call it. However, in the last 24 hours, that money flow has exceeded its previous lows, and it's looking to roll over. It's looking to roll over, though it does not really seem like it's not in a hurry. I wish it was in a hurry. Wish it was in a hurry. Does not seem to be in a hurry. 4 hour. 4 hour. Kind of looks like it's rolling over to the downside. Not great. Not a strong 4 hour. Not what I was hoping for. Let's see. LuxAlgo. One of my favorite indicators. Marketcipher is my favorite. LuxAlgo is probably my second favorite. Highlighting our order block of liquidity here using live data. It doesn't look like we have pierced all the way through it. That would be the low of the 18th at 20.6660. Liquidity below that. Let's just add this to our chart. Easily identified there. Basically just looking at your lows. There we are. There we go. Ooh, nasty. There's a little, not quite a double top on that rally yesterday, but a double top, at least on the 4 hour closes at 28.6. There's more TAs to be done. That was like almost an 100% retrace. I went short there because I just didn't trust that pattern. This fall, really slow climb, and then like reach back. I just didn't trust it. Go to the 2. It's like nuts. I'm not seeing anything. This kind of maybe is suggesting to me not such a hype weekend. That would suck. 2 hour looks like it's rolling over. So far our lower time frames, I'm favoring down there on the low time frames. Not a lot of good. Almost everything we've looked at has been basically in green money flow, and then that money flow has begun to weaken. That momentum has left a little bit. Not ideal. Not ideal. We're going to have to be looking for retracement or downside targets, it seems. That's spicy here. The most important value, I think, well, obviously, the most important value right here, 28,000. Our weekly open, we do see literally right now, we've sold off below it. It did act as support very briefly. We've rallied up through it, but sellers continue to come in. The battle is absolutely at this point for the weekly. We are within $50. That's like a 0.001% margin from that target. And it looks like the Bulls and Bears are going to battle this out this weekend. At the moment, it does appear, it is Friday, we have 2 more days, but it does appear like the Bears have an edge, at least in today, pushing price down. I don't love it. I don't love to see it. We did have a pretty clean 618 retracement here, so holding 27.5, not bad. Likely moving back up to test your highs. But man, you have a high, a lower high, and this is now looking like another lower high coming off lows, man. So far, this is kind of what we're seeing on our lower time frames. Not ideal. 45-minute might be the only one with a little bit of hope. You can find me in LA. I don't know if you guys can hear the music. Probably not. I like this song, though. You can find me in LA. Morning Binance stuff is FUD, ADD dad. It is. It's FUD, but what it really is just Binance, like, they stop trading to fix a problem. This happens on every exchange. The only reason it's big is because I would say, 1, what's going on in the world right now, everything is amplified. 2, it's Binance. It's our biggest exchange in crypto. They do the most volume. And when their spot Bitcoin goes down, it's significant. Significant. Doesn't mean price going to 0. Doesn't mean it's going to 1 million. But when Binance is down, if it is the largest exchange volume-wise, that means liquidity just disappears in a snap. That allows for more volatile price movements. We haven't really seen it, though. So likely a nothing burger. Just the biggest thing going on in crypto right now. 5-minute is coming down. All right, so 5-minute we see money flow is draining. The negative money flow is draining. It's heading towards positive. We did have a brief trip to positive. It got sold off. As long as these lows keep coming up, it is looking to move to the upside. But man, I don't see it yet. I just don't see it. I only see weakness today. This might be maybe a 5 out of 9 bears today. Even on the 1-minute lower high in money flow. Huh. I think we're 5 out of 9 bears. Let's see if I can scrum up some targets for what might happen during this live. We're already at the 618. I think this is likely. Very short term, I think we go back to 28.5. Rejecting from there. Give me a sec. Because now that we're zoomed into the 5, I don't mind this. Don't mind it. We got some more subscriber-roonies. What's up, Raghavendra S? What's up? Sivarangi Rajpudi. These are some hard names, but welcome. Raj Giovanni, Anthony OG, Sinamo. Nice. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just In says aesthetics. Treasury Secretary Yellen convenes U.S. financial regulators for an unscheduled meeting. Bloomsburg. What did I say at the beginning of the stream, guys? All this banking gibberish started on Friday. Today is Friday. I would not be surprised to see more of the banking gibberish go down today. It almost feels intentional that it's on Friday. Nothing can be done about it if it's on Friday. Or at least they decided, I don't know, they decided not to do anything about it on Friday. MyInvesting.com is not loading. That's not great. That's not good. Hope we're not disconnected. I doubt it. I doubt we are. Let me see. We are almost to that hour mark, guys. We're almost to the hour mark. Where are our likes at? We got 1,000 viewers and only 374 likes. What? Those are rookie numbers. Absolute rookie numbers. We have only, 17 minutes to get 140 likes, and then we'll be able to, then we'll do the giveaway. We'll do another giveaway for the next live stream, etc. If we don't get 500 likes in the first hour, that was the conditions I set out at the beginning. I still want to give it away, but come on, guys. We got 1,000 viewers. Literally right now, we can get to 1,000 likes. If everyone just clicks the button. That's all you have to do. One click. If you don't like the stream later, you know, you just click you dislike then. It's okay. You can do it. Not sure if you like it yet. Well, that's what I said. You can hit the like button, and then if like you decide you don't like it, then you can go back and hit the dislike button. That's okay. I'm trying to find this Yellen thing. Give me a segundo. I could go to the news, but why don't I just go to that freaking, what's his name, whale guru. Dude's always tweeting. Yeah, because he didn't show up. Okay, because I can't find him. U.S. stocks were falling as bank worries flare. Flare again. So here's interesting. VIX is up. At the beginning of this stream, I said, man, VIX is up 5% today. Not usually a good sign for stocks. Stocks were trading about 0.5% down. Now looking closer to an entire point down. The dollar has not moved much. We'll definitely take a peek at the dollar in just a minute. Not seeing this Yellen thing. What's up, Mean, Not, and Everyday Sports? Thanks for subscribing, guys. Make sure if you're new, join the Discord. In addition to doing giveaways almost every stream here, we also airdrop some BTC to everyone in the Discord. All you have to do is be in there, click the verify button. You don't have to set anything up. You'll get it. If you have questions, you'll figure it out in there. Banks wobble again. What's moving markets? First Republic Bank, Dutch Bank, Chevron. Dutch Bank, there's a, I don't want to say a new bank. It's not new, but we haven't been seeing much about Deutsche Bank until recently. First Republic was right after the whole signature, Silvergate, etc. Keep looking for new names. Deutsche Bank shares plummet. Default insurance highest since 2018. That is the same thing that happened to Credit Suisse. Looks like the market on Friday is pretty scared of banks. Almost every article is ongoing banking worries. Markets worry bank, blah, 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 blah. I don't see the Yellen. See, 16 hours ago, Yellen vows actions as safeguard deposits. Go to Bloomsburg. Let's see if Bloomsburg. I really have to... That's bullshit. Bloomsburg, give me a free membership. That's bullshit. All right. Well, hopefully we'll find one. Hopefully we'll find an article at some point. Let's peek here really quick. Red. Down. I don't know. We might not actually even get that very tiny little bounce back up. Selling pressure is pretty strong in these low time frames. But we can see at least this sell-off respecting our little order block here of orders. Now, that's really small, 379. These are all really, really thin order books. This whole range seemingly thin. Let's pull up a... I don't know what chart this is going to be, but I just want to pull up a Binance chart. Let's take a peek if they left, like what kind of gap they left. Title. There we go, Binance. Interesting. Binance claims there's no trading gap despite them not trading? Are you ready? What? How is there no gap here? Maybe this is because it's BTC USDT? Maybe it's like BTC USD on Binance. If that's the case, then like that, no gap here. I don't understand. There should be a gap. Okay. When did they start trading again? I'm going to pull up their Twitter. Let's see. This is annoying. Why is it not on there? It says temporary maintenance is complete. All trading will resume at 2 p.m. UTC. So right here, this is about when it started. That's weird. I don't understand why there's no gap. Here it is. All right, I guess that that happened. Even though I'm not even gonna get it. I have no idea. I have no idea why there's no gap. That makes sense. Looks like since trading resumed, really price hasn't moved too much. About 0.5% down. Okay, it's not so spicy. 15 minutes still looking bearish, man. I do not see a lot of strength today. I was gonna say we don't see a lot of strength right now, but when Binance resumes trading, maybe we'll see a little change of character. Don't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Let's check out LuxAlgo here really quick. I've now made it a habit pretty much every day to go through with LuxAlgo. Just go through the time frames, no lines, nothing else, and just see what each time frame is kind of in. So hourly, it says it's a sell. RTA agreed. 2 hour technically still in a buy. Interesting. He's loading hella slow. 4 hours still in a buy. Yesterday, dang, yesterday the daily long signal was closed. That's not a great sign, to be honest. Sideways. All right, well, seems Bitcoin is going to be chilling here. This is kind of, I think this is about all I can read in. Not spicy. Not so much spice right now. Something that was pretty spicy, though, silver tacking on some gains here. We haven't looked at silver in a little bit. It seems that it has just been trending up slowly. Retook 2165 resistance. Now with support. You can see the doodle we had here from many moon ago. Looks like it's still on track. Tested this descending high trend just under $25. In January, hit a higher low, bounced, now it's moving back up. Honestly, silver is not interesting to me unless it can move above this trend, and specifically, I want to see it trade above 24.50. If it can move up here, maybe even with the back test, smooth that out, that would look good. But at the moment, silver, it is coming off what looks like a pretty strong low into a higher low. It needs to break its high for this to be spicy. But it has been looking good, and I am keeping my eye on silver more so than I have in the past. Especially with all of the issues going on in banks, gold, silver, likely smart plays as well. Obviously, I prefer the corn, but whatever. We showed this yesterday during the, or not yesterday, during the FOMC meeting. I thought this was pretty cool. Hope you guys liked this. So far, we had a green day, which was bullish engulfed yesterday. And now basically right back to where we opened the day before. So the whole wild volatility of the FOMC meeting has pretty much resolved, and we're back to square one. Not too spicy yet. Not too spicy yet. Bond yields looks like they hit a high during the Chirpow meeting. Now all of them minus 1 year, it seems, hitting new lows for the month. Bond yields coming down. I'm going to say it's a good thing. Good thing for us. Checking back in on the pattern we've been watching forever, still in play. Nothing has really changed. Not a lot of mix-up there. Not invalidated. It's still absolutely valid. You guys remember I shared this with you guys around March 15th and on the BitBoy AM show earlier that day. We haven't quite reached the upside target I was looking for. That's like 29.5. We did hit 29.1 or something, or 28.9. Very, very close. People ask me if that pullback was the back test of the high trend. And unfortunately, it's like, maybe. It isn't a complete touch. We could argue this trend line isn't right. You know, like, it's not perfect. I'm sure we could find a trend line where that is the touch, but that's just finding what we want. You know, it's not good analysis. That's just looking for what you want. Let's see if I can do that quick. There we go. I just found what I wanted, right? I just placed this trend to make it look right. This is why you got to be careful at TA. There you go. So technically, yes, if we want it to be true. I'm not so sure that's how it should be drawn, though. I'm going to stick with the original trend. Let me see what this one looks like, though. Really the same thing. I want to say no. That is a big reason I went long here, closed it here, went short, is I am looking for like a full back test of that trend. But if we are in an extremely bullish condition, which I am leaning towards, to be honest, and you guys know that, I'm looking for 48K by May 1st. If we're in that extremely bullish condition, I don't think we'll get much more pullback than this 26.7. That being said, this pattern itself does not look very bullish. It's kind of janky. Janky is the word, man. Update you guys on CME, so some spiciness, I guess. Some spiciness on CME. Looks really similar to Bitcoin. However, our gap that we left at the start of the month is now closed. You absolutely could say that this is a gap, but I choose not to. I don't think that those like inside candle ones really count. I don't think that they're valuable. But regardless if they're valuable or not, boom, we have filled that gap again. And mind you, where was the last gap? Mind you, from January to March, we had this gap. Price touched it, filled it at that 19.5 mark, then rallied. Gap filled, price went up. This gap's been filled. This price is going to go up to the next gap, 34.4 at 36. Or does it come back down and settle 20,000 to 21? Honestly, I don't think this is a bold call and goes against probability. But I don't think this gap gets filled. You look back to the previous bull market, we had a gap that never got filled. It is likely whenever our bull market starts that we will have a gap similar to that 9.6 that never gets filled. We now have two gaps below, two gaps above. CME is pretty balanced here. GBTC climbing up, not doing much today. Gold flirting with the 2000 level. Did put in a higher low on the 20th, but hasn't broken the high from the 19th. I still think gold's going for new all-time highs this year. XRP, I meant to talk about this earlier. Sorry for that, fam. XRP, we were watching this. I think it was the 21st, whenever it was rallying. We identified 50-51 cent resistance. I said, we don't know which way this is going to go, but 50-51 cents looks very likely. I will say I was wrong. It only traded to 49.3 cents. But I did, while we were talking about this, I said, guys, always fight FOMO, whether it's in the upside or the downside. Whenever you're feeling that emotion, go do something else, take a break, come back relaxed. That's how a lot of people were feeling that day. I said, though I think we hit 50-51 cents, I wouldn't FOMO because I believe there will be an opportunity to enter at 41.7. We now have had two opportunities since then after coming off that 49 cent high. I'm not trading this. I'm not looking to go long on XRP here, but I don't think it's a terrible setup. I don't think it's a terrible setup. This is starting to look a lot like some kind of Wyckoff accumulation. Unfortunately, that is what I identified back here, and it was beautiful and it didn't play out. But basically here then, we're looking for consolidation, or what's called the SOS, above resistance. Previous resistance, that's 41.7. Hopefully holding as support. And then you look for move to the upside. But mind you, this is what happened back in October of 22, and it didn't play out either. If this were to repeat, basically what we would see is an even bigger, even longer symmetrical triangle at the bottom of XRP. Until XRP breaks 50 cents, I'm just not excited about it. I do think that this was a solid entry. It did prove to be so far. I'm not going to take this trade, but definitely could be done something like this. Not bad. Something like that. Yeah. There you go. I'm not doing it, but maybe you guys want to. I want to talk about Litecoin really briefly. Litecoin has been doing awesome, and I'm very happy. Continues its march up. What an ugly, ugly march up, though. Look at this. This is pretty ugly. I honestly think it's going to keep going, but this is still pretty ugly. I haven't sold any of my Litecoin at all. I do love that it's been showing some strength during these turbulent times for alts. There we go. The TA is in play. Moving on up to 28. Wow, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Let's read the chat. All right, let me pull up the chat here, guys. What are you guys looking at? Let's just do some interaction. Oop, Streamlabs. No, Streamlabs has been commenting that. That was for the last stream, guys. Did we get 500 likes? We got 500 likes with seconds to spare. Well done. So we'll be giving away $100 for this stream. We actually already gave out the 500 today. Congrats to Loading Name. Well done. Well done. The RNG gods have chosen you. Let me modify that really quick. Then I want to chat to you guys. Sorry, that's been wrong the whole time. All right, fixed. What are you guys looking at? What are you guys looking at? Arb, Donato. Yeah, we look at Arb. I think I even put it in the title. There you go. You mean it wasn't you, Jeff R? I hope it's you next time, brother. I hope you win. I hope you win on this one we're giving away. We'll choose the live winner again on our next live stream, just the same way we did today. Arb. I'm not going to count this candle. I'm not going to count this 50-cent thing down here. We don't have enough chart data really to do anything with this. But hey, we've done some good TA before with about this much data anyway, so this is basically how I would view the range right now. I would say 121 to 160. I thought it had like an $8 spike somewhere, but I guess not on Binance. Not spike, like when it started trading. Okay. All right, okay. 132. Nice 4-hour little dance there. We haven't quite tickled it, it seems, in today's candle. No higher high yet. There it is. 150. I like that. Really low time frame. Extremely low time frame. You've got some bullish divergence on your low, but I feel like that's honestly just a characteristic of it not having traded before. It has no like relative strength to compare it to. I'm definitely not trading this, guys. Airdrops, you guys know my opinion on airdrops. I've only ever seen people lose money on them. You only ever hear about the people who made mad money on them. You only ever hear about those. But those are not representative of what really happens. Actually take it. I think that's a pretty cheeky play. I'm certainly not taking that. It's an upside. I might take something like this. I don't know. There's not enough chart data to really ever do anything with like brand new things. But here's some hypotheticals. Do with it what you will. We can check back on ARB maybe in a few days. But at the moment, we're just not going to have enough chart data to work with. I'm going to set an alert above $1.60 and below 120. Breaking either of those will be pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. If we see 160 break, I'd probably be looking for about 190, as high as 210. If we see 121 break, a dollar is just looking like the juiciest target. It's $1. I might even be ballsy enough for this. Something like that. Yeah, best of luck, Arbors. Best of luck. I didn't get any in the airdrop. I've seen, if I hear like one more freaking person make a video of like expert airdrop farmer, guys, be really careful with airdrops. Most of the time with airdrops, you actually have to own a coin. That coin tends to just eat shit in value after the airdrop, and so does the airdrop. So you're stuck with this asset you paid a lot for an airdrop that isn't worth much. If you don't have to own anything for the airdrop, so if you don't have to own anything for the airdrop or buy anything for the airdrop, well, likely going to be worth nothing. But if you're going to go that route, if your mindset is something's more than nothing, which you'd be right, if you're going to go that route, please, 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 please make sure you create a new, like, Ethereum address. Don't use the one you have assets on. Don't use the one you have your NFTs on. Use a new address to do these, because as this becomes popular, and I keep seeing videos now about it, as it becomes popular, like farming airdrops, I think that's going to be like a craze for the next few weeks. We're going to see more and more and more scams. And what that's going to be is it's going to be people who have fake engagement, fake communities, nice looking web pages, and it's going to say, hey, sign up for our airdrop. It's free. It'll be worth $1 million and you'll be rich. It doesn't cost you anything. And what you do is you'll put in your seed key and your assets will be gone. There'll be no airdrop. Don't fall for that shit. The way to stay safe is to use a brand new wallet that has no assets in it. Because if they steal that wallet, what do they get? Nothing. Maybe they'll steal back the coins they airdropped you, right? Just be careful, fam. There is always risk of being scammed. You hear me say it like all the time even. It's like, don't trust anyone. Don't even trust me. Scams are so prevalent in the space. It's not... most new investors come in and think, oh, that won't happen to me. It's only a matter of time. Assume every random message on every platform is a scam. No one is randomly contacting you to help them get money back, to send you money. There's no such thing as free money, and that's another reason maybe I'm even so skeptical of these airdrops, right? It's like it's kind of free money. It isn't. Nothing's free money. Anything that promises free money is a scam. Pradeep. What's up, Pradeep? All right. We're doing good on the viewer count, not so good on the likes for some reason. Don't know. Just one of those days. It's not that spicy. Deutsche Bank is collapsing. What's Deutsche Bank's ticker? Let me look it up. Deutsche Bank AG. Deutsche Bank AG. What's their ticker though? DB? DB? Is it DB? DBI. Haven't looked at that one in a while. Oh no! No, our TA on Don't Buy Inu. One of my favorite named coins of all time. Deutsche Bank. Let's take a peek at the Deutsche Bank. Deutsche Banken. Ew, I hate these candles. I hate this. I hate when they're it's like Christmas lights. I hate it. Ugh. Looks like yesterday Deutsche Bank closed down a 6% candle. Today opened 5.5% down. Traded as low as 8% down. Probably halted that biddy. Now up to $9. Let's zoom out, man. We're not going to get shit with these awful candles. Wow. If Deutsche Bank doesn't go out of business, this could actually be fire. If they don't just completely collapse and the stock goes like to zero. This could be fire. Here's what I see. I'm absolutely in no way saying I'm bullish on a bank. That would go against everything I stand for. However, this is kind of what I see on a monthly chart from 2000 to today. You have, I will say, a falling wedge. Here, kind of your typical fall rejection out of the wedge. This is when everyone panics and says, oh no, it's going to zero. Comes back in the wedge, hits the top, hits the bottom. Kind of chilling here. I would not be surprised to see it stay within this wedge. So that would be what, $7? I mean, this chart does not look super good, but I could see this giant wedge resolving to the upside eventually. It's like falling today. The bottom will be 720. That obviously declines over time. Let's just use that. Monthly candles. What about yearly candles? Not quite as nice looking. Not quite as nice. It's a nice 618 retrace. Ah, man. I don't know. The Degen in me is like, go long at $7. Do it. Don't be a bitch. But then the guy who doesn't like to lose money in me says, yeah, it's a bad idea. What's interesting to me is it's the 618 retrace from the last touch of the bottom to what is a lower high here is roughly $9.20, which is right where price is. That's interesting to me. I wonder if we'll see it trade back up. This is a knife. This is as knifey as it gets, guys. Like, trade this at your own risk, to be honest. But I could definitely see something happening. 12. I think this would be the safer play, though. Something like that. I like this 920 though. The 920 is really catching my eye. I think this is a suicide long. I don't think this is a good play. Definitely won't take this one. But I think you could finagle the risk to reward. We should obviously look for some shorts too, eh? What's nice though, with how crappy this chart does really look, you can almost look for shorts and have stops just at local highs, like, or not local, these are macro, at any macro high, because it seems for the entirety of its existence since May of 07, it has never put in a higher high. It bounces, it hits something, and then if the highs come down, it falls, the highs come down, it falls, the highs come down, it falls, the highs come down, it falls. In fact, this was the only higher high I can identify on the chart at all. January 22. This is it. Looks like since 2000 and whatever. Kind of spicy. Here's a bunch of like theoretical trades. I'm not going to touch this thing. I think it's a terrible idea. But there you are. Deutsche Banken. Down 45% from its high of this year. You know, it's not as crashy as I was thinking. Maybe this isn't the right... I mean, this says Deutsche Bank AG. Definitely the best music on YouTube. Thank you, Muchana. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I keep forgetting the chat, man. Crypto Crash, you're late for class, but you're home. Well, late's better than never, my friend. We gave away 500. I don't know. Did Loading Name ever say that it showed up? What's up, Chris S? Taking Pickle's advice. Schlong it. Yeah, that's some good advice. The schlongin'. Don't degen. I'm not going to. I'm just a chart nerd, man. And even if I don't want to trade it, I mean, that's why I love doing this. That's why I love just coming out streaming for you guys. Is if I didn't have you guys, I would just be doing this by myself, and it would be boring. But I just love the theory of trading. You know what it is? I played video games my whole life. Unfortunately, that is something I've pretty much had to give up for this job. Fortunately. Ooh, my neck. I still sneak them in when I can. But my whole life I've played video games. And in my entire life, I've of course loved online, MMOs, etc., economy games. And I've always had a drive to just like win at those economy games. To win at like... I can name so many that you'll never even have heard of. If anyone in this chat knows what Bush-tarian is, let me know. But I love the economy games, and so my whole life and my whole childhood, I grew up interacting with digital assets. Now, like Diablo and WoW Gold, you don't have to consider that a digital asset, but they're very alike, right? They have a real dollar value. It's not one-to-one, but they have a real dollar value. They're digital. There's no physical form of them, etc. And I've always just loved and just been obsessed with like trying to grow as much as I can, trying to get as big as I can in these games. The problem is you get bored of the game, you leave, whatever, all that progress is worthless, right? Crypto for me is like the real life version of these, right? Like, except in this game, when I win, I actually get rich. I think that's why I've just been so connected, so into it. It's like a video game, and it very much is like a video game in many ways. It's a very hard video game, but it's a video game that when you win, you get real stuff for it. And it's changed my life. Maybe that's why I haven't had such a draw to games anymore, because it's like, what's the point of winning? What's the point of winning? Yeah, like, ooh, yay, you're on a leaderboard. I've spent thousands of hours of my life trying to get on a leaderboard. I'd rather be on the leaderboard for, I don't know, my portfolio's leaderboard, right? Ooh. Ooh. All right, we did the 500 likes. The likes have not been stellar today, but they've been not bad. Well done. Well done. Thank you for everyone. I know you guys do it every day. There's people out there, and you are the bread and butter of our community. Here we go. We're back above the weekly open. I was looking for a rejection. It's still within rejection territory, but I didn't expect it to move above. If we can get almost any kind of close. Let's see what our hourly's at. We have 15 minutes left in the hour. I would like to see the hourly close above here and ignore this arrow. You know what arrow's next. Something in my eye. Okay. If we get a close above the weekly open, I would say even in this hourly candle, which is coming to an end here in about 15 minutes, 13 minutes. I think we head to the daily high. 28.3. It's interesting we didn't tap 27.3. Interesting. It's cutting close though. We'll see something beautiful. Fair value gaps. You know, I'm just gonna shout it out. ICT, SMC, and LuxAlgo, but like Smart Money Concepts. I forget I don't even know who the guy is. I've never seen any of his content. But whatever community or person is coming out with these things, I love it. I love it. It has never been a part of my trading until I'd say in the last year. And I've been making the videos. If you guys haven't checked out the shorts, it covers a lot of the SMC, ICT stuff. If you haven't checked out our shorts yet, you should. Some of them are a little confusing, but you got to get through the confusing ones. There's definitely simpler ones too. But looking at this right now, I see, like, I don't know if I've ever seen something that is so... I don't want to say that the probability is like the highest or something. I don't want to say like it's the most confident ICT concepts. But what I will say is it's amazing how they've changed the way I look at entering trades. So right here, I see a beautiful example of a fair value gap. A tradable, beautiful example of a fair value gap. Actually, two. This is what blows my mind is like the more I incorporate this, the more I see it happen over and over again like clockwork. So when we say fair value gap, for the easiest explanation, it's just market inefficiency. So right here, boom, the sell-off, market inefficiency. Same thing on the bullish side, boom. You hit this low, you flew up, market inefficiency. So these are both, and this is to my understanding, you guys know I make up all my own analysis. I don't really go by what other people say or the way other people use things. There is overlap, but for the most part, I just observe things and I find out what works. So let's just, for the sake of this little educational segment, this is the fair value gap. Oh, FVG. I do have shorts on this. I need to make a long form video on it though with more info. So here we go. We have two fair value gaps that are great examples in local price action on a lower time frame. When we get these, what that is, again, just inefficiency, meaning the market really just moves one direction, straight up, straight down. It didn't do this, it didn't make resistance and support. It basically just clears out the order books. We have 1, 2. Here's a bearish, here's a bullish. When we get these, essentially what we look for is where does the fair value gap start? So I'm going to say over here for the bearish version, 28.7. For the bullish one, 27.4. So when we get them, price very, very confidently returns to where they began. That's what happened, I think, yesterday. We returned right to that fair value gap. This was a very large reason, or a very important factor when I opened this like $14,000, $15,000 short. Right there. Using the basically like wick high, we'll say, as the stop. That's more kind of my take on it. But that was the reason for the short. The short was good, right? It could have kept going, obviously. But if it went past where this fair value gap began, it's likely to continue. So that was a really solid way to trade. All right. On our way up to there, we had the same thing. Price rocketed up. It didn't pull back. It just moved up. So you can see the difference between, say, like this price action, this price action. These are more efficient. Price isn't just going up, isn't just going down. It's moving sideways, making moves up, moves down, etc. Efficient market movement. We had this one, and I think I was sleeping, or else I probably would have taken along as well. So we had the same thing in reverse. Market moves up, filling in that previous fair value gap. And then it comes right back down. Look where it happened. So this was the short. This was my logic above the previous high. And I didn't really have a target picked out for it. Though now in hindsight, if I would have been paying attention, I would have looked to maybe stop it at the next one down here at 27.4. That trade would have been good. If I'd been paying attention, I would have looked to reverse that position, target the base of the previous fair value gap or the wick low, boom, and where would I place it? So this is where it gets sketchier. We don't have a gap. We filled in the gaps now. So we don't have a defined exit like this previous trade was. However, we can then go ahead and we can use some different kind of analysis. We could say, all right, 618. You guys see me take profits at 618 all the time. This is in hindsight, obviously, guys. I'm not like pretending. I don't know. I'm just showing you for example. We could have targeted just the 618 because we didn't have a definitive fair value gap to look for. There isn't always one. But not only does this, I think, help you understand and get a sense for the market overall, what it also can do, and I talked about this, I think, in the last stream, is when you see these crazy price moves, how many people were feeling panic down here, right? On the 22nd, when price dumped down to here. A lot of people likely feeling panic. How many people on the 23rd, when price went to 28.8, were feeling a little euphoric, feeling a little greedy? Probably a lot. And so what I think is nice about these, and kind of beyond just the trade, is when you see really, really explosive one-directional moves. That's when FOMO and fear usually are at the highest. And that's when the worst trades and the most losing trades are made, is in that moment. So by understanding fair value gaps, hopefully some of you out there will get this. When you see a move and you feel FOMO, you can think, this isn't efficient price action. The market has a very high probability of returning to this point, even though in the moment it doesn't feel like it. Any amount of that we can get as traders, any amount of just that ability to be comfortable, to be unmoved, to be unresponsive, unreactive, is just guaranteed money. Like, not guaranteed. It is just money in the bank and trading. That's what it is. That's what it is. So here's your little fair value gap explanation. I wish I would have stopped and reversed this. I didn't see this before. You can say, hey, Tom, what about down here? Isn't that a fair value gap? Yeah, you'd be right. I won't disagree with you. There you go. I won't disagree with you. Right there, that's inefficient price action. It is efficient here below this low to, we'll say, like 27. You have efficiency. You know, I'll go through and mark a bunch of them. There you go. You got some inefficiency there. Got a lot of inefficiency down here. And some more. You can probably cut it this way. I should have done this in rectangles instead of lines. Any new perspective or new take or new way to look at charts is valuable, even if it doesn't give you answers. Any new way to look at it is value. If you continue to look at charts the same way, you're never going to get better. You're never going to do better. So while you might not even like this concept, and that's okay. You may not even like this concept. That's okay. Because just any new perspective is value. I encourage that highly. Let's see. Did our hour roll over? We got 5 minutes. And just like, of course, we've got 5 minutes. 4 minutes and 10 seconds. And we're right at the weekly open. Right where I'm saying I want to see this hourly close above. If it does, we'll look for more upside. If it doesn't, we'll look for the original thesis to the downside. The market knows, man. It's just messing with our heads here. I'm favoring upside. Let me go through these low time frames again because they were really not great. That's why we're looking for down. 5 minutes still really not great. Still not great. Momentum is starting to get more one-sided. It was very one-sided to the downside. It's starting to get more one-sided to the upside on like the 1 minute. Potentially, no, I'll even say on the 5 minute. This just looks like shit though. One little spark of hopium that's new since we went through the analysis at the start of the stream. right here on the 15-minute, we saw momentum roll into positive. The bears did not allow that, did not like that, pushed it back down to negative. But what we're seeing here, I think, on this close, which will happen in 3 minutes, we may be seeing that zero line pivot. Right here. Basically, zero line pivot is any of these indicators moving from negative or positive down into the opposite direction, and then reversing at the zero line. We see very, very strong trend changes there, proportionate to their time frame. This is the 15, but that's what we kind of need. The hour, 2 hour, 4 hour are all looking like shit. Even the lower time frames were looking like shit. But this zero line pinch on the 15 could actually set the next hour up nicely. At least intra hour to kick it off. I'll take any freaking bullishness because, man, was that crappy. The original take was so not good. $45-minute, our only hope. Only hope. A little gumdrop on the 45. We did get the green dot. Little bottoming signal. You know, this is starting to look more and more like a diamond to me, though. That was a cool little fair value gap thing. I'm glad we did that. Wasn't it smooth, but it was good. Starting to see a diamond. Ollie line, there it is. Let's do it this way. Yeah, it's pretty diamondy. Pretty diamondy. Unfortunately, diamonds are supposed to break to the downside. If you remember, actually, diamonds are supposed to break to the downside. This was the bearish argument I gave as well on the day I gave the bullish one when I said, I don't think this is happening. I think the bullish one is. But to appease the bears, here we go. We were looking at a diamond back here as well. So does that sound familiar? They're supposed to break to the downside. But when we talk about probability or what things are supposed to do, that might be a 51 to 49% probabilistic edge. Meaning, if we did this 100 times, we would win one more time than we lose. Now, I don't want to say diamond is like 51, 49. I don't know. I have no idea what the percent would be. But it is favored to break to the downside, or not necessarily downside, but to reverse. Reverse. So when you're trending up, a diamond you would expect to break down. If you're trending down, you see a diamond, you'd expect it to reverse to the upside. So there's an example where a diamond started painting, didn't play out, right? Might be seeing that here. Let's take a peek. So this is on the hour. This isn't like on some long time frame. This, even if it does reverse as a diamond, it's not like a doom signal.
Hey bro, do a poll on which one of the FVG we retest. Spicy stream, bro.
On FVG? Well, I just deleted them all. I just deleted them all, so it will be difficult. I don't really want to go back and do them all. We could do what CME gap. You know? Back here at the 618 down here. 22.7. There's a fair value gap. That's one we identified. What's kind of spicy about it is that that's a fair value gap that goes all the way from the 0.5 to the 0.6 retrace. Like it's almost literally exactly that gap. So if this diamond plays out, that's not a terrible spot to look. I don't know if that's my conclusion. I don't know if that's my decision yet. Give me a minute. I'd prefer it hold at the 0.5, honestly. You know what's really, really sneaky, though? So just a little game theory hat on here. If we see this play out, I'm not convinced that we are, but if we see this play out, imagine this. Imagine right back to the 0.5, 23.8. Think about it. Price moved up right here. That 0.5 is just directly underneath all of the wicks here. All of the wicks. So if this happened, you could see something like this very, very quickly. Now, there's no guarantee it'll bounce, obviously. But that would hunt so much liquidity. There would be so much liquidity swept right here. So many longs would be crushed. So many shorts would open on the break of that. It actually even looks good, doesn't it? Doesn't that look good? I think that looks pretty damn good. For those of you just tuning in, I'm not saying this is my prediction. We're going over a potential diamond. We don't really even have like confirmation of it yet. Maybe we do. But if it played out, and this is kind of just some theory, some trading theory. Let's see how our local extension would look on that. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Might play out like this. Let's do it like that. I made these thinner. To be honest, I think we keep going up. I think we keep going up. But here's some bearish scenarios. Because you know what? I'm not right all the time. I'm not right. Well, here is an issue. This is an issue as well. So the 200 weekly is right around here. And this projection I just drew would essentially be a drop below, a test of resistance, and then falling again. This would be pretty actually bearish now that I see where the 200 is in relation. You would have to. Like, you would have to see this resolve like crazy high. Because if you didn't, now you're trapped below the 200 again. And honestly, if we get trapped below the 200 one more time, it's not going to be good. However, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 tests of it till we broke. Moving just back to the 200 would be totally normal. Totally almost expected. But my game theory, man, I can't get over this, though. Like, if we are in a real rally, if we are going to like 48K by May, I highly doubt the market is going to let people comfortably get in at the 200 weekly. In fact, the chances of that are extremely low. Extremely low. There you go. Here's a theoretical. This is some bear porn for y'all. Something like that. I'll put this in the Discord. If you guys haven't joined the Discord yet, you absolutely have to. You absolutely have to. You'll get free BTC airdrop to you after every stream. So not just like today if you join. It's like every stream that you're in there still. Get a little bit of sat sprinkled on you. I make everyone a Bitcoin holder in our community. Because I care. I care about y'all. There we go. I put that in the Discord. Let's zoom back in. Our hourly did close. And womp womp womp. Our hourly closed below the weekly open. I'm probably looking for the downside move now. We didn't get the close, so we'll delete that. All right. All right, let me pull up my trade again. What's going on here? Roughly exactly where we started. Not so exciting. Yeah, the viewership's dropping off. It's all good, guys. Here's what we're doing. We got 500 likes today. We got it in an hour. In fact, we have almost the same amount of likes as viewers right now. So after this live stream, make sure you've signed up with Fairdesk using my link. If you don't use my link, you won't be able to win. That's like their conditions. You have to use my link to sign up. Comment after the live stream. It would be nice if you put something nice in there. But also then include your UID, which you can find up here. Oh. Oops. You can find it up here. Clicking your little thing. Have your UID. See, mine's 335. Put that in the message. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to be doing a $100 giveaway. Someone will win $100. Someone already won. Loading name won $500 today. Congrats, my friend. So don't forget to do that. Sign up with Bybit, Marketcipher. Use the links in the video description below. It helps support the channel. Doesn't cost you a dime. They are the leading in the industry. Highly recommend you check out the playlist. Shorts playlist if you haven't yet. Get up to speed on some of the concepts we've gone over, like fair value gaps today. And you know what, guys? Have a great freaking weekend. Javed Ali. You had to verify, but nothing's happening. All right, guys, if you have trouble, it shouldn't give you trouble. But if the verify thing doesn't work, should we do this? If the verify thing doesn't work, I guess comment on the video with your Discord username. Does that make sense? I can do it like manually. Or you know what I'll even do? I'll set up a page. Yeah, I didn't want to do this, but I'll set up a page that you'll be able to see. Permissions. Everyone know. That you can say it's not working. Huh. I'll have to figure out how to do that. You can just try it in the comments. I'll try to help you out. Or like DM me on Twitter. I don't know, something like that, guys. You figure it out. At tomcrown crypto. Hopefully you don't have trouble. Yeah. Hope you guys have a freaking great weekend. We hit 420. Go blaze it. I'm about to roll one up. I don't know. I'm not really expecting too much spice here on the weekend. We didn't get the close on the hour. However, as I brew on this, I am starting to see a little bit more of an upside potential. I'll update you guys in the Discord. I'll see you soon. Have a great weekend, fam. I love you all. Crown out. Matt Shia. You enjoy your Friday, my friend. What are you doing? Matt Shia. You have 3 million subscribers? Holy shit. Matt Shia, you better join the Discord. Join the Discord, send me a DM, Matt. Teach me how to be successful. All right, guys. Crown out later.